So our guest today is known for playing in rock and roll band Kasabian, headlined Glastonbury Festival last year on the Pyramid stage. And so please welcome Ian Matthews.
Thank you.
How did you start drumming? I heard it was a very early age when you started. And
As long as I can remember back, I was into drums.
yeah,
And I was into like the watching drummers on telly whenever they were there
yeah,
on the television, just getting excited by the drama of watching rock drummers tear it up. My dad's best mate at the time, a very close friend of his from school, he used to play drums and he played in my dad's band. He used to babysit me from time to time, and I remember him bringing drumsticks. I was probably about 2 or 3 years old. I was tiny. I remember him now doing the mama dada routine on the floor, on the carpet, and I just remember getting really excited about it. And it's weird because you don't remember much from when you were really young, but that's one of the things I remember somehow.
So how did you come to get involved with Kasabian then?
I sort of landed up working for Parcel Force as a claims administrator, and I just realised I was dreaming about playing drums all day. You know.
Yeah.
So I just got out of that. I just got out of that. I started to put myself out there a little bit, become available.
Yeah.
I became known by the engineers around the town because I'm always popping up on people's demos.
Yeah.
And I had red light fever. I wasn't very good in the studio. Live was easy, but and every now and again when an artist would come in doing a demo, Matt, who ran Bink Bonk, he'll give me a call. And then one day the Leicester boys came down and they needed a drummer, so Matt called me. I've met Serge, and Serge has kind of got such a wide music thing in his head. It really suited him, I guess, that I was that way inclined. I wasn't just versatile, a rock drummer. They wanted me to be more involved. I couldn't quite get too involved then because I was living in Bristol, they're in Leicester, and I've got a young family by then and stuff, so and other projects and teaching and all sorts of things I was doing as a pro. What ultimately happened, I guess, was they tried to use several different guys, and each time they used a different drummer to play live. That drummer either turned out to be just not compatible, should we say, personally, or one drummer decided to sod this, I'm going to go back to Halford's, quote unquote.
Well, that was silly.
Yeah. And another drummer decided he preferred to play in Cochin in this Kasabian. So they gave me a call one day, and I had 3 days notice to get to London and have 2 days rehearsal and go out on tour. That was Easter 2004.
So Kasabian are, of course, an award-winning band. You've won quite a few things. Yeah. Brit Awards, Enemy Awards.
Mojos and Qs.
Yeah, Mercury nominated. What does it feel like to win all those awards? What's it like? Does it change a person?
Do you know what? It's not what I started to do. It's not what was in my
It was
thing.
just,
It's nowhere near, so I've never really thought about it, and it's really nice. It's an amazing feeling, The Brit Award was incredible to win that at the Earl's Court, which is no longer there, apparently.
That was Best Live Act, was it?
I think so, yeah.
Have you got any advice for any aspiring musicians, what they can do or anything like that?
Everyone's different, I think. Everybody's different. It depends what you're aspiring towards. I mean, I kind of had quite a wide net, I guess. And I knew I wanted to be a professional player, professional drummer, even if it meant not getting very far. If I could just live off playing and teaching drums, that in its sense, despite the Kasabian thing, would have been success. And I did manage it for a while. Prior to Kasabian, I had a baby and a mortgage, and I managed it. To get there, what I felt like I had to do was constantly stay on top of what I did. I stayed on top of my playing. I practiced. And even though I had different teachers and then maybe stopped lessons, I still practiced, bought books, listened to records, listened to what people said to me, and tried to take things on board.
Do you have a big say in how, or are you told how your drum should sound by a producer?
I'm not even told particularly. I go in and I do my thing. And what's started to happen with like the last couple of albums is that they do a lot of mapping now with my drums. Because I use the last album I used 3 different kits. So between those 3 drum kits, I've got so many shuffles of sound that I want between kick drums and toms. I had about I think I had about 20 of my snare drums there. So there was always a snare drum, and there was a load of snare drums in the studio. And I'm a Zildjian endorser, which is amazing. So I've got about 50 cymbals from them. So they're all stacked up, crashes, rides, hats, effects and stuff. So between me and my tech, Laurie, who's incredible, we were able to throw about drum kits and tunings at a moment's notice to go from hefty rock to like whatever we wanted, literally, to like breakbeat sounds and stuff.
Thank you very much, Ian, for coming and sharing all your stories.
Thank you for listening to me go on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It was really great to have him come in because he's from Bristol, local area where we're based right now. So it's just good to hear like how he got the connections, how he started getting the gigs, and like what all the troubles he went through. Because then you can kind of like make it to yourself almost.
Well, I love the fact that we can obviously have an insight of someone like him who's so successful. Obviously he's headlined Glastonbury, which is like every musician's ultimate sort of dream really, especially for the massive crowd.
It's really sort of inspirational to hear about, especially when he was saying about his equipment and things like that he's using at the studios. I mean, it makes you sort of go, wow.